a new show this morning called World Cup Breakfast. Doing this as I'm off today as well. So we're going to talk about what's happening. It's World Cup Day again. Day 2 of the World Cup, of course, that's being held in Qatar. Bit of a controversial World Cup, but but we'll get into that. So before we head into the show, if you like what you see, then please hit the like button. It really does help the channel go up the search settings and makes the people find the channel a lot more easier as well. Also, please click the subscribe channel button. It also helps the channel grow, and also the bell notification that lets you know when a pre-recorded video goes on or I come on live like I am this morning. So I'll just get into a few comments first before we start. Ali Coffee first in. Ooh, good morning, Tony and all. Good morning, Ali Coffee. Hope you're well, mate. He says, breakfast, my favourite meal of the day. Yeah, I'll be getting my breakfast soon, but it won't be a fried breakfast, that's for sure. It's fruit and fibre, unfortunately, so probably a bit boring to some people, but yeah. But I'm on a diet, so I'm trying not to eat too much fat and things like that. I've lost 1 stone, 8 pounds so far, so I'm down to 14 stone 9, so I want that to continue. LA Coffee, yesterday evening was hectic with so many YouTube shows going on simultaneously. I couldn't tune into all the tabs. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. It was her. Yeah, I can imagine there was a lot yesterday as well. Rory says, morning, Tony. Morning, Rory. Hope you're well, mate. Ches. Hi, Ches. Morning, lads and lasses. For some reason, I'm starting to feel the World Cup. Maybe it's just because England's playing, but I'm going to make the best of it. Absolutely, Ches. Absolutely. Make the best of it, mate. I mean, and he says, morning, Tony, mate, as well. Yeah, I totally agree with you. PD. Hi, Pete. Hope you're well, mate. He says, Mr. Liability starting the day, but very surprised he's going with a 4-3-3. Yeah, I mean, do you know what it is? Yeah, I've seen that this morning. Maguire's supposedly going to start. But you know what? Maguire, not great for Man United, but I'll tell you what, put him in the England side and he's a totally different player to what he plays on his club side. So I don't know what it is, but Maguire seems to play well in tournaments. And, as much as I don't think he's the greatest defender, but I think he steps up when it comes to tournaments. So, we'll give him a chance. We'll see how he gets on today. But and on the 4-3-3, I just wonder if Southgate's watched a lot of, because he's watched a few of our games, hasn't he? So I just wonder if Gareth's looked at our games and looked how Eddie sets up the team in a 4-3-3, and he's probably thought, you know what? Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe we should be going for it. He's probably looking at the success where we are. Maybe he's looking over his shoulder thinking, if we got this World Cup earlier, I could lose my job and that man I'm watching could take my job. Well, I'm sorry, Eddie Howe ain't going to England, that's for sure. But, maybe he's took some tips from Eddie Howe. And do you know what? It may pay off in the World Cup. Who knows? But we've got to go out there attacking, but we'll get to that soon. Sefton's in the house. Morning, Tony. Sefton in the house. Come on, England. Yes, come on, England. Absolutely. Yeah. And he says hi to Pete and Rowley as well. And to Ches. And everybody's saying morning to each other. Sefton, I missed the opening ceremony. We were commitments. What was it like? Didn't really see much of it, to be fair. I don't think the BBC really done much of it. I think they were talking more like Lineker in the studio being a hypocrite as usual. So, I didn't really see it. But yeah. Ali Coffee. Tony looks ready to start against Iran today. Looking great in the England shirt. Yeah. Thanks, Jess. Thanks, Ali Coffee. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I am. I'm getting ready for it. And I like Coffee saying hi to Pete and Cesare. So, yeah, guys, I mean, the World Cup, it's a strange one, isn't it, where it is at the moment. But before I go into the World Cup, I'm going to go back to the domestic, and I'm going back to, obviously, we're going to go talk about our club for a minute, Newcastle United, who, we're missing I think we're already missing the Premier League, but we've got to accept the Premier League game back till December. So we've just got to accept that now. So going back to Newcastle United, there's been some rumours over the weekend that apparently Castore, the current kit supplier, are ready to be given the boot by the new owners. They want them out the club, apparently. I think it's a good move if that's the case, because they've been really poor on the quality of stuff. I mean, the amount of photos you see on Facebook, Twitter, any social media, Castore are absolutely terrible at their kits. Their delivery times are awful as well. I mean, it took me I ordered mine on pre-order day, and I don't think I got my shirt till August. So that was pretty poor. I mean, there was a lot of people ordered in June on pre-order day, and it was out in the shops before I even received my shirt. So before anybody else received that shirt on pre-order, it's just such a poor company. And to be honest with you, they can't cope with the demand. And I think they've got too many things on. They've got England cricket, they've got South African cricket, they've got the West Indies cricket, they've got Milton Keynes Dons, they've got Aston Villa, they've got Wolves, amongst other teams. And, I just think maybe it's a step too far for Castore. And I think just basically, if we get rid of them, it's one less for them to worry about as well in the shirts. But they're going to lose a lot of money. But they don't pay us a lot per season, to be fair. And it's looking like we're wanting to go back to Adidas. Great. If we go back to Adidas, fantastic. I mean, they made some fantastic shirts for us, Adidas did. They were absolutely brilliant. Yes, they made some great ones. Yes, they might have made some honkers in the away shirts. I mean, we all remember what we used to call the custard cream one, or the bananas and custard one, the yellow stripe one. I mean, not many people really liked that shirt. But I like the third kit we used that season in 2009-10, which was the blue and black stripe one, Inter Milan type one. And I thought that was a really, really nice kit. So if we're going back to Adidas, happy days. And I'll tell you now, it won't be a £5 million a season job. It'll be a lot more than £5 million a season, believe me. So I think that's a great, great move from the club if we ditch Castore, because they've been absolutely poor. And I mean, it's not that, it's the sizes as well. You've got to go the next size up, So if you're an XL, you've got to go to double XL. If you're a small, you've got to get a medium. I mean, it's just scandalous. It's not really good at all. And so if they're going, happy days. But as I say, that is only rumours. It's not actually facts at the moment. But I'm sure in due course the club will come out with something as well. So we'll watch this space, and fingers crossed we get rid of Castore and we bring somebody else in. I'm happy if we bring in Adidas, Nike, New Balance, anyone who's better than Castore at the end of the day. And another thing on Newcastle as well, a little bit of transfer rumours going around as well. So apparently we are looking at this guy. This is the striker Marcus Thuram, who plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, apparently he's out of contract next summer, and so would be on a free. Or if you could get him in January, you might get him on a cheaper deal. You might get him for a few million, maybe 10 million or whatever. I mean, the guy's come good. He's done well in the Bundesliga. And, would he cut it in the Premier League? Who knows? Give the guy a go. See what he's like, I mean, he's 25-year-old, French striker, right-footed. He can play left wing or striker, so he can play in either. But so far this season, he started 15 games. He's been in Team of the Week 3 times as well. And in those 15 games, he's got 10 goals and 3 assists. So that ain't bad for a forward player. So 15 games, 10 goals. Scoring rate, absolutely fantastic. And if he brought that to the Premier League, and if we got him on the cheap or even in the free in the summer, because technically in January we can do a pre-contract agreement with him as well. So, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. And you know, I mean, guys, what do you think? I mean, pop it in the chat. What you think? Marcus Thuram to Newcastle. Do you think that would be a good signing? I mean, his father were in a bad centre half, was he, for France Lillian Thuram? So, you know, his father's been a great player for France as centre half. And but this guy, I mean, the stats are there: 10 goals in 15 games and 3 assists. I know that's Bundesliga, but he could do that in the Premier League. And the quality we've got now in the team, and the more quality we bring in, who knows? And I mean, you know, he can play left wing as well. So it's not like we need him up front. We might have Isak up front or Wilson. We can play him on the left wing. Bit of competition for Maxi as well. So, guys, get your comments in. What do you think about, first of all, the shirts that we could move from Castor and maybe to someone like Adidas? I mean, hopefully that is a true rumour going around, and I'm sure the club, like I say, will announce that. So, but I stress that is rumours, and the same with Marcus Thuram. That's a rumour at the moment, but I think that could be an excellent signing. Even if we had to pay 10 million for him in January, it's still going to be a great signing for the goals that he scored. So, guys, let me know your comments on that as well. So, yeah. And I'll just go into some comments now. Sefton says, everyone hit that like button and share and hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, Sefton. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, but this guy, if we got him in, Marcus Thuram, I think would be a great signing. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. But so it's day 2 of the World Cup. Let's hope the games are a lot better today as well in day 2, because yesterday's game, let's be honest, Qatar versus Ecuador really wasn't a curtain raiser by any stretch of the imagination. Absolutely not. I mean, Ecuador didn't even have to really get out of first or second gear, did they? Because they didn't really need to ramp the pressure up, because let's face it, it was a stroll for them, because Qatar look really, really poor. And I think it's the first time a host nation has lost an opening game. I mean, if this team ends up with any sort of point or a goal for, I'll be very, very surprised, because I can't see where they're going to score. And, you know, it's just shocking. And I just think when the Dutch play them, I think the Dutch could hammer them. I mean, it was a really, really poor game yesterday. I mean, the first half, obviously, Ecuador went ahead, but the goal was then ruled offside. And fair enough, it was an offside. I mean, you know, you could see why it was offside. I mean, that was the first goal there. Looked an okay goal. I mean, the overhead kick for the assist was absolutely brilliant. Then VAR got intervened and said no goal, offside. And then if you look at the pictures there, you can see 2 players in an offside position. So you've got the guy who headers it back across to the guy who done the overhead kick. I can't tell you what player it is, by the way, sorry. But if you look, he's left, but you can see his legs past the goalkeeper, so it's in an offside position. But also Enner Valencia is in an offside position as well, because his shoulder is over the line as well, his arm. So there's 2 players there technically in an offside position. So that was the correct call for that situation as well. So I think VAR got that one right. Incidentally, there are no English VAR referees over there. I wonder why. Yeah, because we're so poor. And then obviously Valencia scored from the penalty spot, 16th minute, after the goalkeeper took him down. And it was a clear penalty. No issues there. Referees pointed straight to the spot. And then Valencia again with a header, got his second goal. But this guy could have had a hat-trick first game, you know. So he set the benchmark for the Golden Boot. So there we go. So that was yesterday's game. So Sefton says, was it that bad, Tony? I missed the game as well, unfortunately. Yes, it was. I mean, second half, at half time, the Qataris, obviously people went out for the interval for drinks or whatever. Second half, mostly empty seats because most of the Qatar fans just left the stadium at half time. That's how bad it was. I mean, it's not really great, is it? Jez says, same, I missed the game on the opening. Yeah, again, wasn't a great game. So really, you didn't miss anything. I think the only highlights are the goals, really, because, I mean, other than that, it was absolute poor. I mean, Qatar missed a chance before half-time, and, you know, the guy could have headed it, and it would have gone in the back of the net, and he totally missed his header completely, and it was no disrespect to Qatar, but I think a championship team could beat them, if I'm honest, and that's how bad they were. Sefton says, I wonder if Pope, Trippier and Wilson start. I doubt Wilson will start because I think he'll play Kane because Kane's the captain. Not sure if Pope will start. He'll stay with Pickford, which, to be fair, I mean, as much as we like to take the pay out of Pickford, we don't like him. But when the guy plays for England, he's never really let England down as such. So I can't see him being pushed out the team for Pope, to be fair. But not bad to have on the bench as he Pope. But it would be nice to see him start, but I can't see it for some reason. And Trippier, I can see him playing because, I mean, not being funny, he's got to be the best right back in the Premier League at this moment in time. So for me, Trippier has to start. If he doesn't start today, then there's something seriously wrong with Gareth Southgate. I'm sorry. Because if he's been and watching our games and he's seen the way Trippier is playing, he's got to put Trippier in that team today. And if he doesn't, that's a serious own goal from Gareth Southgate, in my opinion, and probably thousands of Newcastle fans' opinion, and probably even neutral fans as well, because they all know how good a player Trippier is. It doesn't matter if he's 31, 32. The guy is a machine. He's absolutely fantastic, and he won't let you down. I like coffee. Yesterday's game was like watching Brighton v Wigan. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, absolutely. It was an awfully dreadful game yesterday, and I just didn't like it at all, that game. Sefton's talking to Chess, and Chess says, I think Trips will stop, but Gary will probably choose Kane, Pope and Wilson to be on the... Yeah, he will. Yeah, absolutely. Sefton looks like we made the right decision, mate, he says. And will anyone have a few drinks today on one time watching the game? A couple of Johnny Coke, you know, why not? Jesus, I might be early, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares how early it is? Don't have to drive anywhere later, so yeah, too right. But, I'll certainly have a few, or a couple anyway, at least, because I've got to do shows. But yeah, so today it's 11:30, guys, this morning, so that's not too far away now. I'll be doing a warm-up show for the England game, so I'll bring you the team lineups of both teams, and it should make for an interesting game. I don't think Iran's going to be the walkover a lot of people maybe think, but if Southgate's going to play a 4-3-3, I'm hoping Southgate starts playing attacking football and goes for it, because we've played too many defensive games, and I'm hoping he's looked back at this and thought, right, when I play defensive, we don't play well, we lose games. No, Gareth, we do lose games when playing defensive. Play attacking football, for God's sake. Everybody wants attacking football. You know, look at Germany game when we were 2-0 down. We brought Saka on. We brought Mount on. Look, when we started playing attacking football, how well we played. We even went ahead against Germany 3-2. That just shows play attacking football. We're a match for anybody. We can beat anybody. So for God's sake, Gareth, play attacking football, please. I mean, you know, it's just mind-boggling why this guy, like when we were against Italy and we were 1-0 up, we should have went for it and still carried on. Because if we'd scored a second, I don't think Italy would have come back in that game, you know. And the same against Croatia 4 years ago. We sat back. We didn't take our chances. We didn't go forward too much. So please, Gareth, play attacking football. This is a group game. If we play attacking football and we win it, and win the match comfortably, then you know that's the way forward. So please, Gareth, I hope you've learned a lot from Eddie Howe, because, and I'm not only I hope Eddie Howe's taught you a lot, but I hope Serena Wiegman has, the England women's coach, because Look how they won the Euros, playing attacking football. That's how you win a tournament, Gareth. You play attacking football. You don't sit back and defend. We ain't the sort of team to sit back and defend. We can't defend. Get forward. Get the ball off field. Get with 2-0 up, maybe take Kane off for half an hour to go and give Callum Wilson half an hour. Feed Callum Wilson and he'll score you the goals. Sorry for my rant, guys, but I think that's how the way forward should be. If you agree with me, get your thoughts in the chat there, please, what you think of what I've just said. Should we be playing attacking football more than defensive football? Because I seriously think we should be. Ali Coffee, Iran goalkeeper, is known for his long throw assists. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I mean, hopefully Gareth's looked at that and he said to the team, look, got to stop these long throws. We've got to be on the ball for these long throws. So let's hope. Ali Coffee says, won the Guinness World Record for his long throws. I didn't know that, but wow. He must be a good shot putter then, is he? Sefton says, I think Wales will get beat off the USA. Maybe, but then you never know. It's a first game. It's a first game in the World Cup. Anything can happen in an opening game. United States could make a mistake and, you know, don't forget Gareth Bale plays in the MLS, so he knows how the Americans sort of play, I suppose. Ali Coffee is like an Olympic athlete in the football team. He could be probably a good javelin for Iran, if I'm honest. His long throws reach the final third. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've got to watch him. And Rolly says, definitely should go attack, and we have the players to take on anyone if we attack. Absolutely, Rolly. If we go and attack, we can beat anybody. You know? And if we go on the attack and start winning games, attacking football, there's going to be teams in the World Cup are going to be up against us and think, wow, you know, hang on, what's happened here? This is an England team that didn't win in 6 Nations League games and got relegated. Look at them now. That's what you've got to do. You've got to make a stand, because basically this is Southgate's last chance. So I think if we go out early, he's gone. As simple as that. And Ches says, regardless of Southgate's strategy, you do not sit back against Iran. No disrespect to Iran, but sitting back against that caliber of a team doesn't lend a lot of confidence to the players and fans. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ches. I totally agree, mate. I mean, we need to attack. That's what we need to do. And we do not be sitting back. Not a chance whatsoever. I mean, there's a lot of controversy over this game. So not only is a controversy in the World Cup about where it's being staged, but it's also the controversy over England v Iran. Now, there's a lot of trouble going on in Iran at the moment, and the Iranians actually wanted them kicked out. They wanted the team kicked out. There was a big protest to get Iran out the World Cup before it even started. I mean, by the time you do that, it's a bit late and you can't really get another team to go in there. And who would you put back in there to take their place? So I can kind of see how it's hard. But I think if they're having that much trouble in that country, I think after this game, then maybe Iran should be banned from international football like Russia are. I mean, I know there's a lot going on in their country. Women can't watch football, things like that. I mean, it's not really great, the human rights and the way they're going on about protesting and things like that. Gay rights and all this in Iran as well. You could be executed just for being gay. I mean, it's just absolutely atrocious, disgusting. And Omid, who's a comedian, a British Iranian comedian. We all know Omid, I'm sure. He's actually urging the England players. He wants them, as soon as they score and they celebrate, he says he wants them to do the scissor cut, as if you're cutting your hair, to protest towards Iran. I mean, I can see where he's coming from on that. Whether our players will do it, it'll be another matter. But we'll see if we score and see what happens. I mean, there's lots of controversies on this World Cup. I mean, Gianni Infantino didn't really cut himself in glory. Did he cover himself in glory the other day with his statement he come out with? You know, I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous, that statement. And then to say And then to say that, oh, I am Qatari. Yeah, of course you are, mate, because you live in Qatar. You earn £3 million a year. You don't pay tax. So yeah, that's why you love to be a Qatari, because you actually live in that country and you're not paying tax and you're earning £3 million a year. And people like that just really, really grind on you. So yeah, I'll go to some more comments. LA Coffee says 70-yard throw. Yeah, it's massive, that, isn't it? And Sefton, just reading, Ale is banned in the stadium, but advertising in the ground are still showing it. What's all that about? It's to do with the rules of Qatar for alcohol and things like that. So you can buy alcohol in the stadium, but it's just alcohol-free Budweiser rather than full alcohol. It's just wrong. But apparently you can buy them at the fan parks, but an hour before the game starts, it stops selling alcohol. So yeah, it's not great, is it? This is what I'm saying. This is why a tournament like this should never have been held in a country like Qatar, because you've got all these rules and there's no way they're going to break these rules just for one tournament. I mean, the Ecuador fans yesterday, I think apparently they were shouting they wanted beer. That's what they were shouting apparently yesterday, chanting, "We want beer, we want beer." You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all, I mean, every country around that comes to the tournament, all our fans like to have a drink of beer, whether you're English, whether you're Ecuadorian, Brazilian, Argentinian, Dutch, French, German, whoever. Everybody likes a drink. And it, and that just shows yesterday. LA Coffee says Sefton, I think ale as an ale football chant. And Sefton says lager or beer then. Yeah, well, I mean, it's, but alcohol's alcohol, isn't it, at the end of the day? And I think it's a crazy rule, to be fair. And to me, I just can't see I just can't see why it's such an issue, if I'm honest. But that's the way they are. But let's hope the tournament doesn't have any trouble. But we need to get rid. I mean, we need to not have a tournament in the Middle East again, because one, and I'm not saying that against Saudi Arabia by any chance, because I'd love to see the World Cup in Saudi Arabia, if I'm honest, but I think because of the timing of it, you're going to have it in the winter. And I think a winter World Cup is not really the way to go. We should still be playing Premier League football, but we're not. So we'll get behind it for this tournament, but I think in future years, don't have a tournament in the winter again, because it just doesn't work in my eyes. Yes, it may help us a bit getting a rest and getting our injured players sorted out and back and fit and firing, and get everybody trained up again. But yeah, we shall see. So yeah, guys, I mean, it's an interesting day, isn't it? So England 1 o'clock kickoff, 4 p.m. local time in Qatar, and then Wales kick off at 7 p.m. tonight, which is 10 p.m. local time in Qatar. So it may be lovely and cool by the time Wales play. So, guys, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel up the search settings and helps people find the channel more easily as well. And also, if you're new to the channel as well, please hit the subscribe button. That's free to do so. And also hit the bell notification. That will tell you when a pre-recorded video comes on, or I'm on live, or any upcoming shows as well. So please hit the subscribe and the bell to keep yourselves up to date with what's going on. It's all Black and White TV. Yeah, guys. So, so like I say, it's going to be an interesting day today, and we'll see what happens. Comments is Sefton says it goes with chips and mustard. Oh, God, here we go again, Sefton. Chips and mustard. It doesn't work with me. I'm sorry. I don't like mustard. I can't stand mustard. Oh, awful stuff. So, yeah. I like coffee. I wonder what food you get at the stadium. Yeah. I would like to see some food pics on that. Actually, is Pete in the chat still? If he is, Pete, get some food pics from Qatar, please. Ali Coffee says, I'm pretty sure the kebabs, shawarmas would be delicious. Probably would be, yeah. Sefton said, I wonder if the players will wear the heart armband after FIFA said they can't. Yeah, I mean, this is a bone of contention, isn't it? I mean, it's, you know, it's just ridiculous the way they're going on about it. I mean, should we be wearing the armband? I mean, do you risk it? I mean, Harry Kane and Gareth Bale have both said that the One Love armband, they want to wear it, you know. And Harry Kane said we got to wait on what FIFA are deciding, you know. I mean, it's, to me, I don't see a problem with it. I see it as it's a good way to express opinions over a country that doesn't support gay rights or anything like that. You know, I mean, the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're from, what faith you're from, or anything, you should be welcome anywhere. I mean, this is what it is. I mean, you know, Harry Kane said he wants to wear this, but apparently they're saying if he wears it before he gets on the pitch, he would receive a yellow card for wearing something that's not in the protocol of FIFA. I mean, guys, what do you think? Do you think Harry Kane should risk a booking by wearing that? Or do you think he should say, I better respect and wear the proper FIFA armband? Get your thoughts in the comments, please, guys. I mean, it's, you know, we're going to apparently take the knee before the game as well. So that's going to be interesting. And Ches says, when European countries host a World Cup, do Middle Eastern and South Americans cut their league short? Forgive the dumb question, but I'm ignorant on other continental leagues. That's a good point. I'm not so sure they do. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm really not sure, Ches. I mean, it's just, it's a strange one, isn't it? And because, I mean, football in different parts of the world is played at all different times. I mean, you know, you got like the Danish league starts at a different time to what the Premier League starts, you know. So they don't all start in uniform at the same time, same start. So good question, Ches. But if there's anybody in chat knows that answer, then yeah, please let us know. Sefton says, Kane said he is. And I Like Coffee says, it would be interesting to see how FIFA will respond to the armbands at Qatar. Would FIFA penalise iconic football players, and would Qatar risk the controversies? I mean, Manuel Neuer, the German goalkeeper, has also said he will wear the One Love armband as well. There's a lot of companies have said they would wear it, but whether some of these countries are going to back down because they're going to think, oh, FIFA, then who knows? And Rowley says they don't because the whole football calendar was based around the World Cup. Okay, fair enough, Rowley. Thank you very much for that, mate. I mean, yeah, it's just... I mean, guys who've just come on to watch now, I mean, we were just talking about this. I mean, do you think Harry Kane should risk a booking and wear the One Love armband, or do you think he should ditch it and wear the FIFA incorporated captain's armband? Personally, I thought FIFA were all about diversity and equality. So if this is FIFA supposed to be equality, then they're not really showing their equality there, then are they? Because they're actually sticking up for Qatar and saying, no, you can't wear that. You got to wear this. So they're sort of contradicting themselves there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's a strange one. And so anyway, guys, I just want to say this as well. Right, I'll bring it up on screen now. So if you haven't yet looked, then please check out northwestmags.com. It's a really great website for all us Newcastle fans. It's fantastic. There's a lot to see and do on there. And, you know, please go on to it and have a good look at it. as it's became a show sponsor now as well. So northwestmags.com. And I will have Sefton on at some point. I think maybe this week. I'm not so sure. It depends on his schedule, on his diary. But at some point, I'll have Sefton's going to come on my show, and he's going to talk about the website in more detail for everybody to understand it all. And but yeah, northwestmags.com, or Google it and put Northwest Mags and it'll take you to the website. It's in the search settings as well. It's an absolute cracking website. And if you click more and you go down to YouTube Live, and as you can see, my channel's there along with other channels as well. The likes of Loaded and USC Matters, John Sinclair's in there, and PD Proud Luck as well. So they're all there. But like I say, there's lots to do in there. Go and give it a check. It's worth having a look. Sefton spent a lot of time on doing that, and we thank him for all the time it's taken him to do this as well. I mean, absolutely fantastic what he's done. And if you've got any pictures at Newcastle games or wherever you are in the world when you're Newcastle top, if you're near a landmark and you've took a photo, send it to Sefton. There's a section on it where you can email them to Sefton, and he'll put them in the gallery for you. So yeah, everyone's welcome to view the website. Get yourself on, have a look. It's an absolute cracking website. It's been going for a few months now, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And hopefully, you might even get some sponsors for the website soon as well, because I mean, you know, it's grown by the day. So yeah, go and have a look at it. Fantastic website, and welcome for it being a sponsor on the show as well, or on the channel, I should say rather. But yeah, go and check that out. It's absolutely brilliant. Ches says, the fact we have to ask the question about wearing the armband puts everything into perspective. Football is supposed to unite the best humanity has to offer, but this feels like being held hostage to Qatar. Absolutely, Ches. I totally agree with you. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing, you know. And yeah, I just think, because obviously Gianni Infantino lives in Qatar, and as I say, he earns $3 million a year. He probably doesn't want to upset Qatar because he lives there. So, but sorry, FIFA need to have more balls and come out and say, look, they need to put that big boy pants on and say, no, we have to show quality. And Qatar could make a better name for themselves by showing equality, but they're not. So at the end of the day, it's making them look like total fools. I like coffee. What's for breakfast, Tony? Well, at the moment, I've currently got, don't know if you can see it, there you go, apple juice. I've got an apple juice there in my hand. And also, I'll be having fruit and fibre, because that's what I have for my cereal. I don't need a fried breakfast, what's behind me there on the picture. But yeah, because I'm on a diet at the moment, so I'm just trying to lose a bit more weight. But yeah, so that's what's for my breakfast. Not very interesting. If some people are probably fruit and fibre, but yeah. Ali Coffee says Qatar can wind up the World Cup prematurely since it's their country and they can do what they want. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the stadiums aren't even like proper built. Well, they're built, but they're like a temporary stadium, so they can be taken apart and sold off. So yeah. And the amount of money involved in this World Cup, that's what's been down to, money and brown envelopes as well. I like coffee. It will be greatly affect their image of a tourist destination. Yeah, it is. I mean, they are affecting their images of a tourist destination, because people are going to look at that now, and the way things are going on, they're going to think, do I really want to go here? Do I really want to have a visit to Qatar? No. Why? Why would I want to go to Qatar? I mean, would I want to go to Qatar? Not really. It's probably a very expensive place to visit anyway. Probably the prices are high over there. And to be fair, Qatar wouldn't interest me. I'd rather go to Riyadh, if I'm honest. Ches says true coffee. Sefton says, thanks, Tony. I can't wait to come on your show and chat with you about the website and Northwest Mags, my life experiences following the tune and some funny stories. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fantastic, Sefton. So, yeah, be great. As I say, guys, Sefton in the chat, done that website, northwestmags.com. Give it a visit. It's absolutely fantastic. You won't be disappointed, that's for sure. And you can have chat with people. There's a forum in there where you can put your thoughts in on things like all Newcastle or anything football, and other people will chat to you as well. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. And green tea is great for a diet and weight loss. Yeah, I'm not really a green tea person, to be fair. I like coffee, but since August I was 16 stone 3 in August, and I'm now 14 stone 9. I've lost 1 stone 8 pounds since August. That's not bad, I don't think, and still wanting to lose further. Jez says, one final point, I'll drop it, but as South African, it was absolutely the right thing to ban us from World Cup competition. A world competition just shows how much money can trump morality. Okay, back footy and boob jokes. No, you're absolutely right, Chaz. I mean, things like that have to be done. I mean, South Africa were banned from a lot of things, weren't they? Cricket and everything, weren't they, for a long, long time? So, yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you on that one. And yes, guys, I've put that in the chat there, northwestmags.com. That is the website. So if you want to have a look, please go and have a look. It's absolutely fantastic, and you won't be disappointed. Ches says, let's smash those likes and help the channel grow. Thanks very much, Ches. Cheers, mate. Thank you. And Sefton, thumbs up. Yeah, guys. But yeah. Right, guys, if you like what you see, then please hit the like buttons. It really does help the channel move up the search settings and makes people find the channel a lot more easily as well. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. That's free to do so. Helps the channel grow as well. And also, please hit the bell notification as well. That'll tell you when a pre-recorded video is on or I'm on live, and also lets you know of any upcoming shows as well. And got another comment here. Coffee says, bye, Tony. No. So, yeah, guys, before I go and wrap up, just going to mention, so at 11:30 this morning, tune in. It'll be the warm-up show for the England-Iran game, where the team lineups will be announced and we talk about the game. And I'll be joined by no other than John Sinclair. So John Sinclair's coming on with me as well. So you'll have that treat. Then at half-time, if you don't want to watch the commentary, the half-time analysis on the on the TV, then please join me again at half-time, and I'll have John on with me again, and we'll do a half-time analysis on here as well of the game. So lots to look forward to today, and there will be a match reaction later as well. So yeah, guys, so 11:30, come on for the warm-up show, and then at half-time, once the first half finishes, we'll be on here doing a half-time analysis as well of the game. So let's hope it's a great game. But I'll see you again at 11:30. I'll go through some final comments. I like coffee. Bye, Tony. No, bye. I like coffee. See you later, mate. Take care, coffee. Says cheers. Take care, Sefton. Yeah, you take care as well, Ches, and I'll see you later, mate. And Sefton says bye, coffee and chat, and the main man, Tony. Cheers, Sefton. Bye, mate, and see you later as well. But yeah, guys, so that's it for now. But I shall be back in just over 2 hours' time with the warm-up to the England game. So yeah, it's an early one, but it's very weird. And yeah, I mean, I can't do too many of these breakfast ones because obviously I'm normally at work. So because I'm off today, I thought I'd do a warm-up, a World Cup breakfast, but I'll probably do one at the weekend as well. Didn't know how well it will go down, but it's gone down quite well. So maybe I might have to do some pre-records in the morning and just stick them out there. So yeah, I think I might have to do that. But guys, thank you for watching and taking your time out to come watch me. And I'll see you later on at 11:30. Bye-bye for now.